It was one of the worst school shootings in Canadian history, and it happened right here in Saskatchewan. When 2016 began, the community of Loche was turned upside down as it dealt with loss, fear, and recovery. As Jennifer Jellicoe tells us, this tragic story is far from over nearly a year later.
It was a Friday afternoon in January. Students were in school when gunshots rang out.
The community was shattered.
A local 17-year-old walked into the Loche High School with a gun, killing a tutor, Marie Janvier, a teacher, Adam Wood, and wounding several others. Then, 2 more bodies were discovered in a home, teenage brothers, Dane and Drayden Fontaine. The shooter was arrested. He pled guilty to 4 counts of first-degree murder, 7 counts of attempted murder.
One day he's all good, and then the next he's doing all of this.
This small-town tragedy sent shockwaves across the country and placed a spotlight on itself.
When something like this happens, there's no easy words.
There were funerals, memorials, vigils, not only in the Loche but across the province. The school shut down for a month. The Premier and other leaders took part in somber ceremonies, and the Prime Minister flew in.
In a dark time, the eye begins to see.
And we all need to be part of the solution.
There are still concerns if enough help was provided. More counselors, mental health, and victim services workers were sent north. Security officers became part of the school. Eventually, local events resumed, like the Winter Festival, and the students reclaimed their school. Those injured, like teacher Charlene Klein, who is now legally blind, learned to live a new life.
It takes time to heal.
The support, the grief, and the healing continue today.
We have to move on.
The front entrance to the school, damaged by gunshots as the shooter walked in, has just reopened nearly a year later. And that day, January 22nd, has now been declared a civic holiday in the community of Loche. Meanwhile, the teenager who fired that gun and altered so many lives is back in court at the end of January. Jennifer Jellicoe, CTV News, Saskatoon.